getting in trouble. Can we lay down, Titan? Okay.
It's his new spot.
That's fine.
You want your own mic? Welcome to Overdrive AF, the official podcast of Overdrive Fitness. My name is Teddy Gerzon, and I'm joined by Gina Marie Gerzon.
What up?
As always, with us, Destroyer. What's up? And then Titan, somewhere off picture, looking for the cats, and Brajol holding down the fort, keeping that bed warm.
He does. Right? He does.
And as previously mentioned, yes, there are cats in the gym. Most notably, Tina Turner just ran out with Jill Scott.
Titan.
I know that Drifter is somewhere in here staying warm with Abracadabra. And the newest addition to the fam, Mario Van Peebles, is underneath the leg press. So, it is about... No, I think he's behind the slide board.
Oh,
that's his new spot.
Out. Oh, okay.
I think it's like 9 degrees out in New York.
It was this morning.
And
12.
Yeah, so it is definitely frigid. We got hit with like, how much snow did we get? I never found out.
I don't know.
We were supposed to get 12 to 18 inches or some shit like that.
Well, I know they were saying something like New York City got a whole half of a foot. They wrote that on the weather app. I was like,
So they got 6 inches. Sweet.
I love how they really emphasized.
Must have been a male that wrote that line, overcompensating.
A whole half foot.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Listen, babe, you're going to get a whole half of a foot tonight. A man definitely wrote that line. Whereas a woman would have been like, it was only 6 inches.
Oh, my God.
So.
You guys are crazy.
I mean, it's only funny because it's true. So, but yeah, we got mucho snow, and I mean, we're very blessed that, you know, it wasn't what happened 2 years ago where everyone was so unprepared, and by everyone I mean our trustworthy government was actually prepared this time for the snowfall. So, you know, roads were cleared pretty quickly, and I mean, as always, you know, our landlord, who owns a paving company, All County Paving, did a spectacular job clearing the parking lot. So
he's always on top of everything.
Yeah. Actually, our members mentioned that right away. They're like, wow, this parking lot looks immaculate. I'm like, yeah, the guy kind of has an idea of what he's doing. So he's only been doing it forever, you know? So, and then, what else? Oh, I threw my back out 4 times trying to start the snowblower. No, I'm kidding. I didn't throw it out, but ripped the cord out. Then I had to reattach that, and then found out that it wasn't working anyway because the carburetor's jammed. So I had to employ 2 athletes, or 1 athlete and his friend, to help shovel the driveway while trying to open the gym on time.
Well, I was here. I mean, we did a portion of it, and then we had to leave.
Yeah, that shit was heavy. There was layers to it.
And that's why I kept saying, I'm like, thank God we're fit and healthy. I mean, imagine, that's why they say people have heart attacks all the time when they go outside to shovel, because people are so deconditioned and they don't know how to move properly anyway.
I'd say shoveling all that snow was like working through a piece of ice cream cake. Like, there's always that part that you love, and then the part that you don't love, but you got to get through it anyway. So, like,
Titan.
Yeah. It was like, I would say the top layer was like the crunchies, because everybody loves that part, right? But then, like, the bottom was like the overabundant icing that you don't really need. You're not there for the icing. You're there for the cake, right? And, yeah, that bottom half was definitely the icing, because you're just like, bruh, how did this get so compacted?
I mean, especially when you have to turn over the ice cream cake and eat it from the bottom.
Yeah. or you get crunchies on the outside and the inside middle layer.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the way you do it.
You buy extra crunchies and kind of sprinkle and dip, and yeah, we did that. We would do that.
I might have to pick that up for tonight.
Crunchies and sprinkles and,
Yeah, a little ice cream cake action.
you know.
Well, I hope their newly refurbished bathroom is ready for me then. Shout out to the Baisleys for, I guess, unofficially having a virtual hangout tonight.
Titan's making his round.
Tight end, lay down.
Do we need a third microphone for you?
Yeah, he wants a microphone.
I'm gonna hang out with Desi. Yeah.
He wants his coat. That's why. He's like, guys, it's cold. I need my coat. So yeah, Destroy. I'm sure this snow put a damper on your running and your jump shot.
Yeah.
Right. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So I've been pretty good about still getting in my mileage despite the cold. I
Good.
finally got one of those like dry fit shirts.
Uh-huh.
And I've just been layering up, but I think that running shoes are a little too thin for the snow,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and work boots are a little too heavy for a run, so it didn't quite work out. So only six miles this week, and no real chance to get any jump shots up. But I did 4 workouts so far.
Awesome.
Nice.
And then today's the rest day, and then I'll get another one in tomorrow.
Good.
So,
You're rocking and rolling.
Not quite as strong cardio-wise, but I'm looking far more muscular this week.
Woo! We like it.
So why don't we go over your progress from your last weigh-in a few days ago?
Yeah, I think I'm down another pound,
Let's see where we got.
but that's mainly from body fat, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
What's up?
So here, let's pull
I think
Desi.
it's-
Manly fat mass.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I'm up only 0.2 in the skeletal muscle mass, but I'm down another full percent of body fat.
Mm-hmm. So Desi's down over 3 pounds, right? 3.3,
Yeah, already.
and almost 3% body, 2.7. And that's literally all been. I mean, there's like fluid change and all that stuff that happens too, but LBM has gone up 2.1 pounds.
Since the start.
Yeah.
Yep. And then biometrics. Let's see here. Oh, whoops. Did that right? Yeah. So everything is looking really good.
Yeah, and it's encouraging that this is only like 2.5 weeks of
Yeah.
doing it.
Yep. And as you continue to push yourself and everything, I mean,
Yeah.
everything's going to continue to carve out. I mean, I wouldn't even be surprised if your weight starts to go up, back up, and then your body fat continues to go down,
Yeah.
which is great. That even better, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're starting to like strip things away and rebuild. So
Yeah.
we're, kind of trading one for the other
Yeah.
in a sense,
And
which
I've
is
got a
awesome.
handle on the food. We're figuring out the biggest problem is dessert. Like I'm a big dessert guy. and
Uh-huh.
Figuring out the desserts that work with it has
Nice.
been a bit of a challenge, but we've had some good stuff.
Good.
We're back in cookies this week.
Nice. Now, are you feeling satisfied with your calories and everything?
Yeah.
And your macros and stuff?
Still definitely eating a lot. I'm still kind of getting used to how much I actually need to work in a day.
And isn't that crazy how, like, what we've discussed in the past, how you're, like, all this food, all these calories, and you're still losing body fat, you're still losing weight, you're still getting stronger,
Yeah.
your body's changing, continuing to change,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, now I'm trying to get used to every night after I basically have like 4 meals a day.
Mm-hmm.
And every night after like the 4th meal, I'm like, man, I feel like I just fucked up all my progress, and I wake up the next morning and it's perfectly fine.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Yeah.
So that's fucking awesome. And like how many times have we said that would happen to people? They would be like, I gotta eat all this to lose weight? No way. And then, boom.
Yeah. I guess it's hard to believe until you actually do it.
Mm-hmm.
So hope
Kinda like
for
the
just
pizza.
people to do it.
Yeah, kind of like the pizza eating technique.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're retraining your body. Like, you're kind of lighting the fire under all those organs and all your hormones. Like, okay, let's all work together. Let's fire when we need, fire everything when we need to. Fire it up.
Yeah.
Get it going.
I think the sneakily exciting thing is the increase in metabolism, because that means once I'm finished, I can pound more pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Totally. Because we can
Yeah.
manipulate that too, which is really, really nice. There's
So-
always ways.
Yeah.
Science is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
And that leads us into,
Our fat loss myth of the week, right?
yes,
And it's
eating less and burning more, right?
correct. So yeah, eat less, burn more. I mean, that pretty much just goes in line with what you just said happened to you, right? So everyone always thinks, all right, time to diet, time to lose weight, and they just fucking starve themselves. And they just feel like, all right, maybe I'll just eat a whole lot less. I'll survive on a gallon of water with lemons squeezed into it and chew on ice chips all day. And then I'll have my 2 sticks of carrots and whatever fucking shit that they eat. It's like a chicken spear.
Or I'll have a shake in the morning, a shake for lunch, and I'll just have a dinner. We've heard that plenty of times on all those crazy crash diets.
Yeah, and then they just try to outrun their diet. Meanwhile, like, here you are working out 4 times a week now,
Yeah.
right? Gina's given you a ton of food to eat. Your struggle is with getting it all in, not trying to limit yourself to that amount.
And we're being conservative too. Like, Desi
Yeah.
could actually even be taking in more, but I didn't want to overwhelm him.
Why? He ain't no bitch.
No, that's not even an issue.
Just be at the dinner table the entire day.
I don't see a problem with
Parents
that.
be like, you're eating again?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Pretty soon he's
Boom.
gonna be shoulder checking Aiden, like, yo, you need to watch yourself.
Yeah.
Move out the way.
it'll happen.
You're like, who is this person in my house? Where's my brother?
Destroyer's ground strokes on the tennis court.
Yeah,
It's just
well.
gonna be
It's gonna be
straight
like
cock
Super
shots.
Oh god.
There you go. Like Wii tennis.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So hell yeah. But yeah, it's a myth that you just need to eat less and burn more. I mean, like, you should always be exercising. You know, that should always strength training and conditioning should definitely be a part of your life, right? And yes, you technically need to eat in a deficit when you're trying to cut. However, it's not what everyone automatically assumes, right? Like, a 200-pound person should not be starving themselves and limiting themselves to fucking 700 calories a day and be like, I don't know why I'm not losing weight. It's like, well, we laid out the plan for you. Just fucking follow it.
Or like these crazy juice cleanses, or I'm only gonna have cabbage soup and salads and no protein, or I'm not even eating any fruit, or there's too much sugar in fruit, or I can only have this, and this. When we start restricting so much, it literally makes you go crazy. It's amazing how much food and all the different types of foods that you can have, right? How abundant the choices are, and you're still like losing a significant amount of what's not necessary.
Yeah.
And everything is starting to show, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, and I think as someone who's done both, like in the early days of college, I was just like, cut the calories in half and then go for a walk every day. And yeah, I lost like weight, but I feel like I probably was skinny fat, that's kind of how you end up after that.
Yeah, and
It's way more satisfying to just, do a bit more activity and eat, a ton and see better results.
Right.
Faster.
Isn't it's such a mind screw too, where it's like you get on the scale, right? We use that tool as our only means of like justifying if we're doing, like, justifying all the work we're doing and all the sacrifice we're making, right? Oh my god, I lost another 2 pounds, but I feel like shit, and like, right? Or I feel dizzy, or I can't keep my eyes open during class, or I need that 4th cup of coffee, or like these are all things where it's like, okay, you should be able to enjoy another cup of coffee if you want, or a cup of tea, or whatever the case. And there are times when you feel higher in energy and lower in energy during the day. I mean, that just happens, that's just that ebb and flow of your natural cycle. But you shouldn't be thinking about food all the time and waking up in the middle of the night and raiding your fridge after 2 weeks of going crash dieting. Or like, it should be that journey where you're like, wow, like you feel these surges of energy, and all of a sudden your clothes are fitting differently, and you're starting to notice the striations in your muscles, or your waistline starts to shrink. You're sleeping better. You have more energy during the day, during your sessions of exercise. You're pushing heavier weights. You can last longer in the workouts. Like, these are all really, or you're recovering faster too. Like, these are all things that we need to check these things off. We need that steady stream of nutrients too. I think that's what we need to stress also, is having that steady stream of nutrients. I mean, we have fat stores for a reason. The feast and famine, those times of where we had to kind of, if food was scarce back in the day and we had to hunt for it, or it was freezing and we weren't able to catch anything, and what are we going to eat, kind of thing. But that's not the issue. Thank God that we have the means to go to the supermarket, for the most part, cook our food. Everything's available for us. So to have that steady stream of nutrients even through the night, right? So from when we get up in the morning, and I'm not saying that we have to eat immediately upon waking, but we're having that steady stream. We're getting our breakfast, lunch, dinner, and maybe some snacks in during the day, and maybe even before we go to bed, depending on when we eat our dinner or our last meal. But feeding ourselves even through the night is extremely important in regards to your recovery, getting better quality sleep, right? Muscle mass retention, so lean mass retention, and especially if we're having those maybe early morning workouts, especially with the athletes too, if we're not one to maybe eat anything at 5 a.m., if we're working out at 5:30 a.m. or 6 a.m. and we wake up just prior to our lift or our training session, if we can, make ourselves, the Prestige Labs has a great one, the pre-step and the intro workout, that steady stream of aminos, right? And that's why we want to eat right before we go to bed too, so that we have that steady stream of nutrients running through our body, running through our bloodstream to feed us properly. And that's so, so important. And that's why we eat in intervals throughout the day, so we don't get those dips and crashes in blood sugar, and you feel good the entire time that you're awake, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the amount of food, I mean, we can't stress that enough. And Desi's a testament to that too, where it's like, oh my God, there's all of these calories to fulfill, all of these macronutrients to fulfill. Where am I going to put them initially? You're like, and then you start to get an idea of where you need to place them throughout the day. And all of a sudden, the weight comes down, but body fat comes down, right? Body fat comes down. That's the big winner. That's a lottery ticket right there. Weight's going to come down too sometimes with that fluid balance, that fluid exchange. Yeah, but we're replacing all that good stuff, with the stuff that we don't really need. We can work through a certain amount of body fat, still be nice and lean, but be really strong. We're finding that happy place.
And Prestige Labs is actually running a special right now on a whole bunch of supplements, but one of them specifically you just mentioned, the pre-step, right? So $10 off. You just put in the code day7, and because they're running a 12 days of Christmas special, so for 12 days straight they're releasing codes for discounts on several different items, and that's on top of our distributor discount. So shameless plug, but I mean, we also wouldn't be mentioning it if these weren't things that we don't use routinely,
Yeah.
right? So
I love them.
Hell yes, I love lamp. So but yeah, there's no need to starve yourself. I mean, I feel like we talk about it all the time. Just you need to eat appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
I mean, we have every athlete and every member that we're working with, that we've been working with, and we are working with now. I think when they begin either their weight loss journey, their fat loss journey, and their muscle gain. We have some gainers in here too. It's amazing to see on either end of the spectrum, people are constantly like, oh my God, how am I going to eat all this food? And what amazing things happen throughout the process. Brandy Seltzer is a great example again, where she's in her, I think maybe 6th week now, and Brandy's down like almost 5% body fat, and she's actually gained body weight. So on the scale, her weight has gone up several pounds, but her body fat has gone down almost 5%. So, and that's a female. Mm-hmm. So, we want to think females too, like, what do you mean the scale might go up? I'm going to gain weight? Yeah, you're actually going to gain lean mass. So you're exchanging that body fat for sculpted, toned muscle. You'll look better in your bathing suits. You look great in your clothes, or out of your clothes, even better. I mean, hey,
What's up?
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't want that boost of self-confidence? No matter what age you are, men and women, athletes or not, you're wearing your uniform, you're wearing your bathing suit, you're wearing your clothes, whatever it is, you want to feel good, and that confidence transfers to your work meetings, onto the field, off the field. You might be meeting somebody later for dinner, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, like yourself. Like, the confidence is huge. So you get all green lights for this. Like, there's no reason not to. So to eat more, and even possibly weigh more, but burn more calories and lose more body fat. So that's, I think, what we need to really focus on. And yeah, we might even weigh more, but we lose more body fat. Hell yeah to weighing more and losing more body fat and looking better. Mm-hmm. Like, and eating more in the process. Like, I'm all for it. I am all for it. Nobody thinks I weigh what I weigh. People think I weigh less than I weigh. And like, my body's constantly changing every year because we go through these phases. We're constantly getting stronger. Your body is constantly changing for the better, and you're feeling better. So, I mean, as a female too, we can't knock that.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
So eat more to burn more, to lose more body fat. Mm-hmm. And gain more confidence.
Yeah. I mean, and think about it too. Who's actually truly happy when they're starving themselves? Like, nobody. So, like, wouldn't you rather be happy by eating and drinking whatever you feel like, in respect to what you should be eating, as far as your caloric total for the day, while making sure that you train adequately? Like, yeah, fucking eat. I still haven't met anybody who's just like, I love eating only 500 calories a day.
Oh my God.
And they actually look great. So, no, that's impossible. It's not going to happen. Just fucking eat. We can't reiterate it any more than that. I'm sure we will, but we shouldn't have to. So yeah, I think that's. I don't even know what else to say. It's for that,
yeah.
What else was I gonna say? I mean, by the time that so this episode will come out, 3 days before Christmas?
Yeah.
And then when we reconvene, it'll be the day after Christmas when we get this next episode in, right? So, where was I going with this? I can't remember. I mean, I'm just looking forward to not only the day off, but speaking of eating, stuffing my face with some cookies on Christmas Day. I mean, what are your plans for Christmas?
I'm not sure exactly what the plan is for Christmas Day, but what I always look forward to is Christmas Eve, since we do like the traditional Christmas Day, but we do Jewish Christmas Eve.
Oh, nice.
It's like some kind of crazy movie in Chinese It's been a minute since I've had some of that. So
Nice.
that's what I'm excited
And you'll
to
still be
start.
good with all your numbers too.
How
so.
crazy of a movie are we talking?
Yeah.
Oh man, like the last couple of years, it's been pretty wild. Last year we did Uncut Gems.
I haven't seen that.
No.
Oh, that's with Adam Sandler, right? I heard that's wild.
It's insane. And the year before that, we saw Vice, the Dick Cheney biopic.
Oh. Okay.
I didn't see that, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so typically pretty intense. Not necessarily on purpose, but that's just kind of the way it's been working out.
So do you order the Chinese food and eat dinner like and watch the movie, or do you watch the movie post dinner?
Well, typically we'd be going out. Obviously, this year's a bit different.
Oh,
so we normally,
yeah, same with us.
We go out to eat and then we go see the movie.
Uh-huh.
Or, there's certain years where we go see it and then we get takeout on the way home. But just some combination. Any combination of those two things is good.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going out this year, but we normally do for your father's birthday.
Yeah. At Christmas Eve, which
Yeah.
is my dad's a Christmas baby.
Christmas baby, Mr. D.
So we'll cook.
Hmm.
I'm sure we'll make fish because
We'll cook.
the Italian, the Italian tradition is like the 7 fish. We don't do the whole. I mean, back in the day, like when my grandparents, my grandmas would, and we would too. We would all. It was pretty huge. Just a lot of eating and delicious food and oh man, so good. But yeah, I think it'll be like low key, and then the past several years, just because things have changed so much too, we started to go out and we would treat everybody, some cousins and both sides of the family. We'd have a nice amount of people, and it would be my brother, my sister-in-law, and then Teddy and myself. We would treat everybody for like Christmas Eve dinner, and then Christmas Day we just kind of chill.
Yeah. Sip
And
coquito.
sometimes that would be our day. Like we've even ordered sushi on right. We've done.
Mm-hmm.
We've cooked different things, like so many different things, like prime rib or we've had fish, or we've had so many. We've even done like almost Thanksgiving on we've done so many different things, just to make it fun. And it's always fun, and I think it's just it's a day just for us, I think, just to like be relaxed and not have to think about anything, and we watch movies, we might take a nap, like stuff like that, chilling pajama like clothing.
Sorry, I just got a text. So when we're gonna get Jason Bosser back on here, but
Oh.
we're gonna have to do it on a different day than we normally do because what do you call it? Jason has to report to Arizona for good on the 30th. So, yeah.
Oh my god.
So kind of a big league deal there. So we gotta make sure that we get to see him before he's out.
December 30th.
Yeah.
Before New Year's.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Because next week we're
Des,
scheduled to
we gotta
be on
figure that out.
someone else's live stream podcast next week.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah,
We'll work it out.
we'll make it happen. For show. I mean,
Alright.
what difference does it make if I just don't sleep? Like, won't be the first time. That snowstorm was pretty rough. I think I did not sleep at all leading into that day, and then did not get my rejuvenation power nap with my nappuccino. So yeah, but fuck it, it's for one of our OG athletes, so I don't care.
Oh yeah. Well, I know we'll speak with Desi, figure it out. Figure out the day and the time, and then whatever works for Jason.
Hell yeah, he's
So,
down for whatever he said, so we're good.
Awesome.
But yeah,
Man.
definitely looking forward to a day off on Christmas.
Yes.
I know the Seltzers are gonna treat us to that bougie Boricua coquito. Yeah, normally I get it in a Poland Spring bottle, and they gave it to me in a mason jar wrapped in cellophane.
Pretty.
And then I know your mom already told us we're gonna have that cake for dessert, tres leches. A lot of Bronx influence in our lives now.
Well, it's a melting pot.
Hey, I'm not complaining.
So, yeah. So, we want to eat more to lose more body fat.
Eat more to lose more.
Yeah. We like it.
And do more.
And lift often.
And lift more.
Lift for life. Hashtag lift for life. Mm-hmm. And then sprinkle that conditioning in.
Yeah, it's better to eat more to lose more so you can lift more, move more, and
Feel
better,
better,
and feel better, as opposed to like eat less, do less, and be more of an asshole, thus resulting in less friends. So, no one wants to be around that person. So yeah, that should about wrap up this week. Is there anything else we need to add?
No.
Oh, but any athletes and warriors that are listening to this, Saturdays will change, beginning the day after Christmas. All right, so, and mainly because we have an absurd amount of athletes now, which is a good thing. It's a great thing. So yeah, we will be opening up another class on Saturdays for athletes, because a lot of them are grinding, which is great.
They like having the structure and the consistency.
Getting prepared for whatever season may come up on a whim, because no one ever knows what sports are going to start and end.
Because I think they've been, dangled for a long period of time too,
Mm-hmm.
and everything is always up in the air. And oh, we'll let you know in 2 weeks. We'll let you know by Friday. We'll let you know by Monday, kind of thing. And it's like they just want to have that consistency, and they know what their workout is, what day, what week, what, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, shout out to all the athletes putting in the work at Overdrive,
my God,
because
how
many of them have we haven't had one skip a sprinting workout, which meant they would be outside and in like less than 20-degree weather. So boom.
They never complain. And the adults too. Like, look, I know it's hard to get up sometimes, and the athletes, it's hard to get up. Sun doesn't come up till like 6:30, 6:40. Who wants to get out of a nice warm bed? I hear you. Because when we're up at 4, it's like, 5 more minutes.
So yeah, again, eat the appropriate amount of calories.
Yeah.
And train more.
Eat to gain, in a good way.
Anything else to add for this week? Destroyer? Titan? Braj, you good?
Titan had his minute, I think.
His minute of restlessness, and he was like, I'm going back to that warm-ass bed.
Me and Desi. He said, me and Desi.
So, we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Overdrive AF. We'll have a special guest co-host who runs a podcast out on the left coast. And, yeah, I guess just tune in next week for that fun. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Desi will be mixing on the East End. And
You guess have a DJ battle.
Better be ready. He better be ready.
Yeah, Destroyer's he's the DJ Scribble of our era.
I know, he's the silent warrior, Can't see me.
Yeah. Word. All right, I'll see you guys next week
Enjoy,
on another
guys.
episode of Overdrive AF. Peace.